Hello again, and welcome to my creative African cooking channel, Ndudu by Fafa. Miawezolo, Ndudu by Fafa, ya. Koba Ndudu and Yukwelu, Fafa. Come on, Ndudu, and Fafa. Alaba flavors are all bala. Ndudu vivi, you guys have enjoyed the Evergreen Okro soup, which is to die for. Even if I say so, it's absolutely packed with natural flavors. This is what this channel is about. Beautiful people. Okay, so you know that Evergreen Okro soup that you've just seen, and I hope you're salivating. I'll leave a link in the description box below so you can familiarize yourself with it and better still emulate that recipe because it is an important part of this recipe. Now I'm going to be making an incredible stew that would accompany this dish. There was a reason for the evergreenness. Yes. So as you can tell, this is inspired by the classic Ghanaian Tuo Zaafi, a banuka. Traditionally, Tuo Zaafi is made out of 3 components, and I'll be tackling these components, okay? So we've now tackled the green part of it, which is with the Evergreen Okro soup. So we're twisting this. Now, traditionally, Ayoyo leaves or Molokhia leaves or ADEME is used for that green sauce. And then the next thing is this beautiful corn flour that is mixed with cassava and steamed and cooked into this beautiful pliable texture. And that's the bowl you can see there in the middle. Yes. And then the last thing, which of course doesn't mean that it's not important, because it's very important, is a flavor-packed stew that is served with this dish. So of course, you know that okra soup is incredible and naturally packed with flavors. And now we're going to be making this flavor-packed goat meat stew. If you've been watching this channel, you would know my holy grail when it comes to spices. So I've got my blend here, my ginger blend. So it's got the ginger, onion, garlic, aniseed. And I've blended that into that beautiful consistency as you can see here. Now let's infuse some flavors into my meat. So I have got some goat meat here. I've got about 1 kilogram. Now don't worry about the measurements because I would leave a list of ingredients and measurements on my blog Ndudu by fafa.blogspot.com. So I'm just going to scoop some of my ginger blend and marinate this bad girl. Ideally, you can marinate this for a minimum of an hour in the fridge. I used it straight away and it worked equally well. So this is where the clay pot comes into being because I do not add any extra water to my meat. I just allow it to steam on a very low heat. So I trap in the steam. The clay pot regulates the temperature, so it just offers that even cook. Now, I'll be steaming this for 25 to 30 minutes. And after every, 5 to 6 minutes, I will check it and, stir it just to make sure it doesn't catch at the bottom and it's just steaming perfectly. So once that's done, you turn the heat off and then I'm going to do some cheese. Now, there's a reason why I've not cooked the goat meat for much longer because it's going to be cooking further. So here I've got my oil that, I like to recycle my oil. So it's oil that I've used in frying my meat. So that's what I'm using for my stew. And to that, I've added my steamed goat meat and I'm just going to fry it till it's nice and crispy on the outside and beautiful and brown, but equally moist in the middle. So now this process of frying would take 15 minutes. So this is cooking the meat further. You see, this is not any other food. Oh, this is Ndudu by Fafa. Flavor ya banuka. Fafa. Come on, Ndudu, Fafa. Alaba flavors are all After 15 minutes, my goat meat is perfect. So it's now raining onions. That's just going to add its sweetness to this. I know the oil is a bit on the high side, but I'll be using the excess oil for something incredible. After frying the onions for about 4 to 5 minutes, I've now added my fresh thyme. And to that, I'm also going to be adding my tomato puree. And I'm just going to be mixing everything together till it's well combined. I mean, you can just tell the stew is not any other stew. It's Ndudu by Fafa. I'm gently building upon the flavors. And the oil is also taking all the new flavors that I'm introducing into the stew. Have you clicked the subscribe button? If you haven't done so, please do so now, because this is the I can't even find the word. What would I say? The ketchup 2020. Okay, mini. So now I've blended my tomato. Now, usually I do like pre-cook my tomato, but this was done on a whim. I saw the Evergreen Okro. I was like, I've got some goat meat. Let me make some stew. So yes, this is actually going to, cook for a bit longer. It would take about 30 minutes. So I'd reduce the heat to its lowest setting and cover this and allow the flavors to infuse. And of course, I'm not forgetting the goat stock. Yes, I'm adding that back to it, and you can see the cinnamon in there. This is not any other food. Click more subscribe button. It be your mouth, or they go into your mouth. It be your own business. After 30 minutes, you will notice that the oil settles at the surface of the stew. You just know that your stew is almost done. Now, this is how easy it is now for me to take the thyme stalks out of my stew. You see, it's a very quick one. I've used all the flavors that I need from it. So yes, I'm not going to be serving this for my gas because, it has to be removed. But yeah. Bish bash bosh okay mini nuka glonala antok pata dia ma atari da kulo ndudu pata dia ma kontonodu kontonawo nam alo mauna yelse Fafa come on ndudu anglo Fafa ala ba flavors a ulama bala ndudu avivin porta mutu Now we're doing this stew differently. So when it's almost done, I'm now adding my holy grail, my ginger blend, which has the ginger, onion, garlic, and aniseed. And I'm just mixing everything together till it's all combined. So this process is also going to take another 20 minutes on that low heat, and it's just going to infuse with flavor. And of course, I need to add my salt to taste. This is incredible. Now, if you notice, even though I've added all these flavors to it, they complement the goat meat, which is the most important thing. You're not overpowering anything. Everything is just so. Now, to add that extra sweetness, I'm just going to grate some nutmeg over this. It makes a big difference. Yes, it does. And I'm just going to mix it all together again until it's well combined. At this point, I've only got about 5 minutes left. So I've just got some fresh rosemary and some bay leaf, and I've just chopped that in, dropping it like it's hot. Dropping it like it's hot. At this point, you can add anything that you want to your stew. I've used some mild green chilies and also some mild green peppers because I need that green color, and naturally has to rain onions because you know by now that I do love onions. If you want proof, you have to watch all my recipes and you notice, gosh, this girl loves her onions. Yes. And I'm mixing everything together till it's well combined. And right before your eyes, you have the most amazing goat meat stew. Now I've got these beautiful red, chilies, and I'm just adding those to it just for that ketchup. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's your life. Live your life the way you want to live it. Be happy, because when you're happy, that's when you can make other people happy. Your mental health means a lot. You have to be in the right space to move forward. So create that space by trying this recipe. Maybe, you never know, you might just love it. Now, naturally, I'll leave the list of ingredients and measurements on my blog, Ndudu by Fafa.blogspot.com, so do check it out. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat as Ndudu by Fafa, so do pass by and say hi. Norel, this theme song is incredible. Thank you so much for your help and for pushing it to the other level, as we do. And to my kings and queens and to my loyal subscribers, me love you for you. You guys are incredible. Thank you for holding me together, supporting me over the years.